I am so excited for this video. I've had this video in my mind for a very long time, and today we're gonna do it. So let me tell you a little story. So when I started my felting journey, there wasn't a lot of information online about wet felting in general. But certainly there was no information on how to finish your project. I would look at these professional felters online in their work, and it was so beautiful. It was crisp, it was clean, it was polished, the surface was beautiful. There was no fuzz, there was no pilling or lumps or bumps or anything else. But there was zero information on how to achieve those finished results. And so I taught myself how to do it, and today I'm gonna teach you how to finish your project so that you can also achieve that beautiful, professional, smooth, polished looking projects. So let's go. All right, so here we have a handbag. I finished felting this the other day, and I'm super excited to get this fully finished so that I can move on to my next project. But you'll notice how the edge is really pretty fuzzy. You can see that. There's a lot of fuzz around this part. And then also, anytime you needle felt something, you're gonna have some fuzz. Even just needle felting itself is wet felting. Needle felt, wet felt, and that will help smooth it down. But there is still quite a bit of fuzz. As you can see, cute little pocket on the inside. It's a great little bag, but it just needs finishing. So I have a couple pieces of equipment. These two are called sweater shavers. You buy them in your local craft store. It gets the pill, all the little pills off of your sweaters, but it works awesome for this. And then this is one of those things my daughter talked me into getting to shave my face, but it also works super well on getting the fuzzes out of these tight little areas. So let's go. So I'm gonna start with the largest part of the project first, with this big one. And you're just gonna work your way around, little circles. This takes a lot of time and patience. Really focus on the edges. So satisfying to hear the sweater shaver hit those little fibers. Okay, now that we're getting into tighter corners, we're gonna use a smaller one. However, the smaller one, I don't know, it makes such a racket. So I apologize if it makes too much noise. Again, you want to hit all those edges extra well, because that's where you'll see the majority of your fuzz. You'll see So this is where I did a whole bunch of needle felting, and you'll see how fuzzy it actually is. It's pretty fuzzy. That's what we don't want. Now you'll notice that I'm really focusing a lot on this area and this area, and that's because that is where I needle felted. So I pushed the fibers through this way and they came out this way. And even though I wet felted this so that all those fibers sat down, there are still a few that are sticking up. And so I really want to focus on those. This even works really great. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a little piece of like curl that's sticking up, and this is really great to get rid of those. Sometimes you have to hit it a couple times. They're all gone. Okay, now we're gonna switch to this guy. See if we can get some of this. All right, let's finish up the body of the bag. Okay, now that we're done shaving, we are gonna move on to the next step, which is ironing. Here I have a couple of things. I have an iron, I have heavy finish starch, and I have a damp washcloth. So we're gonna starch and iron this, but I wanna point out the purpose of the damp cloth is because when you're using starch, it can build up on your iron and you can get what looks like dandruff on your project, and we don't want that. And you want to use the wool setting. It's the hottest, and we wanna use steam. It's on steam, right? So we're gonna take some starch to spray it, let it sit for a second, and then you're just going to take your iron with steam on and iron it flat. Then we're going to do the other side. Let it sit for a second, and then iron. Then we're going to move to the body of the bag. Starch. Let it sit for just a second. And then iron. Now for the inside, this is going to be kind of tricky. Same thing. So now, for it to dry, we want to shape it the way that we want it to be. And there you have it. Nice, smooth. The flap doesn't want to stay down. So we're going to dry it like so. So there you have it. A beautiful, nice, polished, professional finished piece with nothing but a face shaver, a sweater shaver, an iron, and a little starch. If you got any kind of value out of this video, or you just want to see me do other things, please don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, all of the things. Okay, bye!